Greetings, my beautiful viewership. Welcome to another movie review, or perhaps the first on the channel, depending on when you're listening. So, these are some of my thoughts on Super Mario Bros. Movie 2023 edition that just came out. I saw it in 3D. I saw it in Wisconsin, which means that by the time you watch this, it might not be out in your area, but it probably will. So, what did I think? And first, is it worth it? Well, I, I will just say this. I am biased, and one major reason I saw this is because I've been a Mario fan and a video game fan now for decades, which means that, of course, I wanted to see it. Of course, I had great and high expectations for the And I will say this. The first 10 minutes or so proved to me that, yes, it is possible to make a successful Mario if the people who made Mario are thoroughly involved in making it feel similar to the games. None of this Dino Hatton stuff, none of the stuff that made the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie weird and dark. No, focus on making it colorful and exciting, bright, and playful, fun. The sort of thing that the 93 movie was originally going for, and then their mind, and then they changed their mind a bunch of times. Things. I don't want to focus on what happened for the 1993 version, but for the 2023 version, yes, I will say one more time, I believe it is worth it. Do I believe that the trailers and the stuff that's been released before the movie was released spoil too much? The answer is not too much, but they do spoil some interesting. They had me sold once I saw the Super Bowl commercial about 2 months ago, and then they just kept releasing more and more stuff, and I'm like, come on, you're just showing me too much. In fact, they showed about the first 6 minutes of the movie online for free legally. I'm like, that just felt like too much. But when I got to the theater, it meant that I didn't miss anything because I saw the movie beginning on YouTube, and then later in the theater, which confirmed that yes, it was the beginning. Hallelujah. So, I don't want to give it any specific rating. I don't want to, for example, give it a certain number of stars or a certain percent, because I just want to say that I recommend it. And if you have any interest in Mario movies, or video game movies, or Nintendo, or fun animated films, I recommend this movie. And that's probably all you need to hear if you weren't already. So, if you want to avoid further spoilers, go ahead, stop listening now. Spoilers will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! I was not expecting Mario to have parents in the film, which references Mario Jumpman Mario, but it happened. So there. I was also not expecting the references. There were so many references to Nintendo franchise, so many references to Mario stuff in general. For example, there were references to Mario 1 and 2 and 3 and World for Mario 4. There's something for Mario 5, also known as Super Mario World 2, also known as Yoshi's Island. There were references to later Mario games, like New Super Mario Bros. U and Mario Maker. And a significant plot point, Bowser trying to marry the princess, came from, of all places, Super Paper Mario, the introduction movie from Super Paper Mario. I was surprised. So yeah, that was there. And of course they used Bowser's dapper top hat look from Mario Odyssey. So yeah, this movie does do a bunch of world building. It does try to make the Mushroom Kingdom theme interesting. It does, in the course of 90 minutes, give an idea of what to expect for movies, just based on the fact that this is a Mario movie. This is just one movie that they could make. It took them 6 years to make this film, but there's a lot of effort that's already put in, a lot of negotiations that have been through, and the fact that people have been hyped about this thing since its first trailer launched months ago. Sure, people are interested. There will be more. Maybe not another Mario movie next. Maybe something Zelda. Maybe something Donkey Kong. Maybe something else. But yeah, so be it. And I'm just glad that they were able to work in a bunch of game-related mechanics and just make them make sense in the world and film that they were in. Sure, power-ups are power-ups in the film and the world of the film, and they're just called power. Fire flower, ice flower. Sorry, Tanuki suit, even though it's called a raccoon suit in movie, or a bear, whatever. Ultimately, I was not expecting. I was expecting that somehow plumbing would be involved in this film because I saw it in the trailer. And yes, it was involved in the beginning because that's how Mario and Luigi got separated as they were being sucked into Mushroom Kingdom and Darkland. But yeah, but it also happened at the end where the giant Bomber Bill was sucked from the Mushroom Earth, and then other things were too. And yeah, then the final battle happened. And for those of you familiar with this, there was even a reference to There Will Be Brawl. So there are two Mario. You don't need to get that reference, but I was so glad that that moment, even that moment was in the movie, even the line. Other thoughts. In the theater, it was just remarkably quiet from mind you. I went to the first showing available at 12:02 a.m. and a bunch of people actually brought young kids. So I'm pretty sure that people are either going to be waking early and sleep deprived tomorrow, or today, depending on where you are, or they're just taking the day off and recovering. I recommend the second. But anyway, I was delighting the audience a bit when I was doing the "Let's go" and "It's a me, Mario" and "Take that 1993 Mario movie." But a bunch of other people just didn't. They were more interested in seeing the show. So I will say this. Wow. This proves that Mario can be made into a successful film. And I don't just mean the animated films from like the 80s and 90s that only happened in Japan. Or if they were released elsewhere, I don't recall. Ultimately, I do recommend that you see this if you have any interest in the source material and supporting Nintendo animation and perhaps soon getting a Legend of Zelda film or a Smash Brothers film or something else. So I'm about to say something that might seem controversial, but it is accurate to the source. For the first, let's just say, hour or so of the film, after Mario was put into Mushroom Kingdom, I'm like, please don't just make this a film where Luigi and Princess trade roles, where where Luigi is basically the damsel or the dude in distress, and the princess is just the hero or the heroine. And I'm like, okay, they're actually going for something I didn't. I'm like, come on, please, 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 just have Bowser kidnap the princess, please. And then it happened. I'm like, you pleased me for about 5 minutes. And I was utterly disappointed when that was over. Mind you, I knew it would happen. It just I did not know how it would happen, and I thought it would have lasted, and they would have had some sort of song together. Maybe they had one in some sort of cut version. I don't know. But enough of this. Go see the movie if you haven't already, or you want to see it again. If you're again unsure, please just go. And if you have any questions, we can talk spoilers, but not yet. So, thank you everyone. Good night. God bless. Happy Easter, and it's a me, Mario. And thank you for playing. And while you're at it, also check out my tribute to the Mario franchise, the Plumber Brothers song, which I will link to in the description of this video.